No turning back. Now let's do the other side. I'm going to do it a little bit different. I don't have to do biscuits or dowels because I don't have the angle. So what I'm going to do is put this on, and I'm going to put the C channel right against that and screw into both sides, this one and that one, when I get the C channel. And then right now I'm just going to glue this, and then I'm going to pour epoxy inside of it. And I got holes drilled in where the epoxy can go in there, be kind of like dowels made out of epoxy. First of all, I need to get it real square. I make some square to clamp up to it once it's on here. This is how it's going to stay overnight. Just put some 3-minute epoxy on it, and because I know there's gaps under here, so I couldn't just put the regular epoxy because it's going to go down to the bottom and it'd be clear. It wouldn't be the same color as the wood, so I need to fill in the bottom. So what I'm doing, I'm going to fill in all the wood parts, and the gap here I'm going to pour it in there, but I'm going to flip it around so that it goes down in there, and then whatever gaps are on it stay in between here from where I fill to the rest can also be filled in with epoxy. And then I'm going to just get a angle iron instead of C channel and put it across here. Screw it to both sides. That should hold it, keep it from warping, and hold it together. Like I said, I haven't whisker biscuits or dowels. Don't have either one of those to make the right angle on both sides, so it wouldn't have done any good to make the holes. Probably wouldn't have fit. So hoping this works. If not, I'm about to brace it some other way, maybe with a thing on it. So it's going to be underneath anyways. But I think that angle iron should work. Just let it sit at least till tomorrow, and then try to flip it over. These are holding everything kind of together. This is just helping it hold it at the right angle. I don't know how much of that glue did anything, but because I moved it a couple of times before I put these on there. So I'm hoping the glue at least bond some of it. But hope you have a good night. Appreciate y'all. So I got my angle iron cut to length and holes drilled in. And I'm going to drill in holes in the wood to put the threaded inserts. So I drill the holes for the threaded inserts. And I'm going to put the inserts in. I'm going to use some 5-minute epoxy to help them stay in there. These things are tight. Barely had enough. They're really tight anyways. And these holes are bigger than the screws, so it'll allow for wood movement. And let's see if they'll go in there. So the holes are way off. The bit I used to make the holes, original holes in the metal, first one I drilled in, it made it crooked. Tried to straighten it out, but it wasn't straight. So I made these holes bigger than that drill bit was. So when I used it to mark the holes, because it's going back and forth, it didn't mark it right in the spot because it was moving. It was moving because it was still kind of crooked. And then also the tip of it was going back and forth too. So I got all these in. These two are the only ones that they're a lot off. I figured out another way to make a hole right next to that one. But I got 4 of them in. It's completely square. So now I'm going to flip it over and do the epoxy and cover in any gaps in the wood and put the epoxy in the epoxy part. Keep going with it. Now I'm going to try to flip it without breaking it apart. I don't know if I can hold this. Fuck. Don't have anywhere to put my hands. I got to put them underneath. I'm going to take these off. It's taken a lot longer than I anticipated. But that's why it's called a waterfall. Because everything flows down because you just cut the miter. And it flows down. Even the wood continues on. The grain. Because it's all one piece, just mitered. I can feed my dogs and then just come back here and do the epoxy in the middle. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate that. Got some epoxy mixed. I made a kind of like a little bow. Trying to keep it from going too much on top. Keep me from having to sand so much. It's already coming off. Probably gonna have to be here a while. It's already like 7 o'clock at night. Once I put some in here and the tape won't stick anymore. So it did end up seeping down into it. All the crack, you can still see it. Almost all of it. It's only covered up right there. Trying to pour some more in there. So I've been kind of messing with this for the last couple of days, but it's been real cold. The last pour I did to cover up because it was still a crack. I thought it wasn't going to cure because it was still real soft. I think it was just because it's been cold. I think the highest temperature we've had the last 3 days has been like 25 or something. So I scraped most of it off, but I had tape on there so it was easy to get off. But it seems to have gotten solid. It was probably just it was too cold. So now I got to sand all this off. I just put some more putty that I made with glue and some of the sawdust. So I wait for that to dry if I can do the rest of this. But I'm going to go ahead and sand all this off. I filled in with a 5-minute epoxy some bad spots on too. The top side's looking pretty good. Then I was just going to buy some metal legs for this side. But I think I'm going to, because I have the pieces I cut off, I think I'm just going to cut out and make maybe like an H with those pieces, and then do the same things over there. Put the angle iron over here and screw them into both sides. Except this side won't be glued. Let me get to it. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, I got to clean up all this mess too. Because when I start sanding, dust will get everywhere. I think it's mainly through these cracks, but all the dust gets in there too. So maybe, depending on what I do, I'm thinking about making another table to put in there. So I can use this as finish area now because this one is going to use the finish area. It's even dirtier. But I'm just bringing stuff and throwing it in here to not get so dusty. Let me get to it. So got that sanded pretty good. Went back with the 80 because I was still seeing, I mean, it's kind of splotchy everywhere. It's because of the grain. But the last ones I did, you could still see the little circles, and the 120 wasn't getting them off, so I went back to 80. Now I'm going to go back up, do it all over again. A lot of sanding. So I got it back up to 320, and it looks real good. You see all the stuff, the bullseyes, all the mini burrows, spalting, a lot of it over here. But I'm gonna flip it over. I'm not sure finish I'm going to do on it. So I'm going to try it out on the bottom first. And then if it looks good, I'll use it. Probably going to do a spray lacquer. I was going to do the Rubio Unicoat, but it's going to take too long. And plus I still haven't even gotten any of the money for all the stuff that I've been buying. Because I've been buying everything just to finish it. Like I said, I'm not charging them to make it. I just charged her for the materials. So I think the spray lacquer will be quicker and probably be the easiest. Turn it over and see what happens. I think it looks real nice. It's hard to see. You can see some of the gold in it. Most of it's been routed out when I flattened it. The most black is like right there. Yeah, I like it, but it's getting too cold. It's probably down in the 20s already. So I just wanted to test it out. Got the heater right in front of it, so hopefully it cures and it hears good. So tomorrow I clean this up again. Spray it on and then flip it over to the other side. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate y'all. Let us spray. Just use the whole can on this side and the front of this one. Looks like you could still use some more. You can see the gold. But man, wood changes a lot when you put a finish on it. Can't wait to do the front side. The smell is strong. Started hurting my stomach. Getting nauseous. And I'm outside. And it's way on the other side of the house. But I took the paint off the tape off that door. There's a gap in the door to let some air go through it. So I guess it's blowing out here. Man. I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and this is what I'm going to use for the legs for the other side. I'll just be a square, one on top. Well, I guess I'm not going to put it at the top, at the bottom. Maybe put it a little bit. Kind of looks like an H, I guess, but there's be a top on it. I'm going to cut in this. I'm going to say it's done. Did another spray. Put almost the rest of the other can. Yeah, I can see I'm going to buff this more so you can see it better. It almost seems like it got some dust in it. It looks like, it doesn't look clear. It looks like the stuff the lacquer isn't sticking to it right. But you can see it going down the waterfall. All kinds of figure in it. Spalty, mini burrows with voids, and slab has everything in it. Little figure over there too, right here. Burrows. Love the wood. Time to go watch UFC. Hope you have a good one. Appreciate y'all. Just messed up the pretty finish. Sanded it with 600. Then go up to 800. Take it all the way up to 3,000. And then polish it. Slow look at it. I didn't sand it anymore. But I went ahead and put some polish on it. So, still don't like it to be more clear, but anytime I stop do anything and then come back to it, it's all full of dust. figure. You see the figure coming out of there. Right here too. All that figure there. Glad to be done with it. Polishing I can always do later, but I'm happy with the outcome. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate y'all. Here it is, all finished. I got the levelers underneath. Just put those in. Been sitting here for a while. Well, actually, it was over there. I moved over here. Now I was just waiting to go to its home. So I don't know when they're gonna come pick it up. Still as beautiful as ever. There's the legs that I made out of the same material. They have like mini burls in them. Live edge on the sides. Live edge most of the way around it on these ends. Probably gonna need to polish it another time. I think I tried to polish it too early, so it kind of made it. It could just be dirty.